Stop listening to others when it comes to tattoos. I know that sounds weird coming from a guy that literally has a YouTube channel educating people on tattoos, but there's a reason why I'm saying this. I've literally been surrounded by the tattoo industry ever since I was a young child, when I used to go to the tattoo shops with my dad when he was getting his tattoos. And still to this present day, I could honestly say, when it comes to either first-time tattoo getters or people that are really interested in getting a specific tattoo and they go and bring it up to other people, it is like the worst thing to do, in my opinion. The reason why I'm saying this is because recently, I'm always reading all the comments and trying to reply to everybody on each one of the videos on EvolveINK. And I saw a couple of comments that stuck out to me just a few days ago, where it was a first-time tattoo getter, somebody looking to get their first tattoo, as well as somebody, bringing up ideas of what they plan on getting for their next tattoo. And there was other tattooed people, other, viewers, just absolutely shitting on the idea that that person had to get, for their tattoo, as well as just building up the anxiety level for the person that wanted to get their first tattoo. And those two viewers, all they were trying to do was just trying to get some advice on, their tattoos that they plan on getting, and asking for advice for their first tattoo. Now, I have videos on that, but this is the Evolve community. I'm trying to get everybody to, work together and, help each other out. But that's not always the case. And this is something that I could really relate to. You see, those comments reminded me a little bit about when I went to go get my first tattoo, and the literal crazy anxiety that I had just listening to other people when it came to getting their first tattoo. Now, I always have been in tattoo shops ever since I was a young kid, when my dad used to go and get tattooed. And when I came to the age of around like 19, I wanted to get my first one. And so what did I end up doing? I did what everybody did, which was do a lot of research on, tattoos, planning them, getting them, how to take care of them, and of course, what do they feel like? And of course, I was asking other people about tattoos, like, what do they feel like? And it always seems like when you ask somebody what a tattoo feels like, I don't know like why they do this, but they always try to make it sound a lot worse than it actually is, in my opinion. Everybody's pain tolerance is different, but it almost feels like they just try to scare you a little bit more out of even getting the tattoo. And for somebody that has never experienced getting a tattoo, like me, for example, at the time, this literally made my anxiety level skyrocket. I am somebody that absolutely hates needles, and what are tattoos? A bunch of needles piercing your skin. And, listening to all these other people, it was terrifying. Now, even though I was absolutely scared shitless to get my first tattoo, my desire of wanting to get one was even higher. Now, of course, I wussed out quite a few times. Now, my first ever tattoo I wanted to get was right on my chest, and it was not even a big tattoo. It was a couple of script words going across. I'm sure you all saw tattoos like that before. It was really popular back when I wanted to get my first tattoo. A lot of the bands that I was listening to at the time got it. It was actually, to be honest with you, a copy of one of my favorite band members. It wasn't even a big tattoo, but just the thought of it, the buzzing of the tattoo machine, just the thought of it alone was literally just freaking me out so much. I would hear what people would describe the feeling as, and every time I walked into a tattoo shop thinking that I had the guts to go and get this tattoo, I ended up wussing out. There was a time where me and one of my old friends wanted to both get our first ever tattoos, both on our chest, the same spot, different tattoos, but pretty much the same kind of design. We ended up going there, and my friend Nick ended up getting into the chair first, and it looked like he couldn't even handle it. And that just made me even more scared, as well as asking him what it felt like. Listening to other people really almost made me not ever get any tattoos at all. And at the time, there wasn't really that many videos and educational tattoo-related videos like we do here on EvolveINK. There wasn't really any of that. So I had very little research that I could have done, and talked to a bunch of other people that really had nothing nice to say about getting tattooed. And I know it sounds a little bit dramatic, but I was really scared. But like I said, the desire of me wanting to get that tattoo was higher than the fear that I had of getting that tattoo, even though the way I'm describing it doesn't sound that way. But I finally got the courage, went to a tattoo shop. Now, I didn't do any research. I didn't really look into anything, research the artist or any of that. I just went to a local tattoo shop because I was like, all right, it's time for me to get this thing done. And I wasn't that educated when it came to tattoos. So once I got to the shop, I sat with the first artist that was available, which was the walk-in artist. I think he was even an apprentice at the time. And, you know, once I sat in that tattoo chair and it was time to get tattooed and that needle hit my skin, it, like, really wasn't bad at all. And it was such an eye-opener to me that I was like, wow, all that anxiety, all the fear that I had to not get this tattoo, all the months, it was literally months that I was scared to get the tattoo, as embarrassing as it is to say. I was like, wow, if I just didn't listen to all these people about getting these tattoos, I would have got it a long time ago, and my anxiety levels wouldn't have been so rose as they were. And even still to this day, you know, I have to remind myself not to listen to others. I mean, for example, I'm posting videos on YouTube all about tattoos, and I show off my tattoos a lot. I am a grown man that has a full-blown Dragon Ball sleeve, Dragon Ball chest piece. I have a Harry Potter leg sleeve. And you know how many comments I get? Most of the comments are nice, but you know how many comments I get where people are like, what is this grown man doing with this Dragon Ball sleeve? Why does this grown man have a Harry Potter sleeve? Like, you shouldn't have that. You should have these types of tattoos, or like, don't get them at all. And this is what that other viewer was talking about when he was commenting the tattoo that he wanted, and he was just getting absolutely shitted on for his idea that he wanted to get. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, don't listen to other people when it comes to tattoos. Like, it's all about you. It's your body, and nobody knows what is going to be more meaningful than you. If you want to go and get that tattoo that you feel like is not the coolest tattoo in everybody, but it's really meaningful, or it's just something cool that you want, go ahead and do it. Fuck what everybody else says. Because trust me, I know I've been there. You might have a tattoo idea that you really want, and you go and you talk to other people about it, and they're like, wait, what, you're gonna get that? You're gonna go get a whole Harry Potter sleeve? Don't you think that's a little bit extreme? And it kind of starts getting you to like second guess your tattoo ideas, but then you gotta like really think to yourself and be like, is this something that means a lot to me? Not to anybody else, but to me. And that's always what matters. Stop listening to others about tattoos. I know I probably rambled a lot. I had a lot to say. I'm just speaking off the top of my head about this situation because it bothered me a little bit when I saw those comments, and I don't want anybody to experience what I experienced when I went to go get my first tattoo, as well as second guessing a tattoo that they really want to put on their body. Because like I said, the only thing that matters is what you want. If you want it, go and get it. But I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.